Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. I got like 10 minutes for y'all, for real, because I got a meeting at 1, but I had to come on here and talk about this because we were talking about this last night. A group of women that I'm in a membership with, we were talking about how we dress and what we project. And so many women complain about men only wanting sex and treating us like sexual objects and all of this other stuff. And we talked last night about dress the way you want to be addressed. So if you dress like a prostitute, you're going to be approached like a prostitute. And so many women are acting like this is a surprise. Like, oh my God, I should be able to dress the way I want to. Well, actually, you can dress the way you want to. It's a matter of the response that you're going to get that's going to be the problem for you. And then you're going to complain because men are approaching you a certain way, but you're dressed a certain way. So if you want a man to pay attention to what's coming out of your mouth, don't direct him to your cleavage and you won't have that problem. So I just want to come on here and encourage the women. Dress the way you want to be addressed. And let me say this, we're not going to act ignorant and we're not going to act like we don't know how somebody is going to approach us based on the way that we dress, right? We're not going to complain and have all these issues with men when really the problem is you. I know that when I go out, I know what I'm going, I know what my intention is, right? If I'm going out with my girls to brunch, I'm going to wear a flowy dress because I know it's going to be a room full of women and I'm not interested in them. But I know if I'm going out to a function and there's going to be some men there, I'm going to dress the way I want to get addressed. And if my intention is to get a man to pay attention to me, guess what? I'm going to put on my freakum dress. So we got to stop pretending as women that men are doing things to us out of context and it's coming from nowhere. No, you're outside and your titties are out. You're outside and he can see your crotch. Hey, Georgia, you're dressed a certain way, so the man is going to address you a certain way. Oh my God, so many women got mad because I put up a post that said, you say you want a real man, but you got fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake eyebrows, fake boobs, fake butt, a fake person. You want a real man. And they were so mad at me. Why are you mad? If you present yourself a certain way with a face full of makeup, a big weave, eyelashes, a certain man is going to be attracted to you. A man that is attracted to superficial. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying that he's not trying to find out what's on the inside, but initially he's going to be attracted to the superficial. If that, and he's going to address you based on what is attracted to him in superficial. It may not be real because you have on a whole bunch of fake cosmetics and different things to get a certain response. I'm just saying, for me, that is the way I feel. What you see is what you get with me. This is it. This is it. Now, if I want a man to approach me who is big on having a trophy on his arm, let me just explain to y'all so y'all can get your whole entire lives together. If I want to attract a man that wants a trophy on his arm, I'm going to put on makeup, eyelashes, eyebrows, boobs, push up. I'm going to do all this stuff to let this man know a purse, a bag that looks expensive but probably is fake for most women. I'm going to bring that stuff to let him know that this is what's required to maintain me. This is what you getting yourself into. You getting yourself into bundles and eyelashes and fake fingernails and a beat face every day. And I like nice, expensive pocketbooks, even though mine's may be fake. I'm just letting you know who I am and what I want. I'm a tomboy. I like some jeans and a wife beater and some sneakers. That's all. That's what you gonna get. And a man might not like that. I'm not saying that men don't like women with fake hair and weaves and all of that. I've never said that. I said that you are attracting what you are. And you have a lot of fake stuff. So you're going to attract a lot of superficial people. I am a tomboy. I don't like to, I dress up well. I really do. But there's a time and a place for that for me to put on eyelashes or, extra makeup and these things. But I always dress the way I want to be addressed. I dress the way who I am at all times. So when you wake up in the morning with me, this is what you're going to get. I'm not trying to fool you into anything. So for the women who got mad, this one woman called me a mixed race pick-me. Woo! I had to send that to my girls. She called me, I'm sorry, that's so funny, a mixed race pick me. I am black, ma'am. And let me say this to the women who are just ignorant. Just because a woman is light skinned with long hair or curly hair or decent hair or whatever y'all want to call it, she ain't mixed race. My mama, dad, black, my daddy, black. I'm blackly black, blackly black. I'm a black woman. And that is so ignorant to say that, right? Let me explain it. Because if a light-skinned woman said something like that to a dark-skinned woman, the world would go crazy. That everybody would have a fit if I said something even remotely close to something about a brown-skinned woman, which I never would. Because we all black enough if we black, so I'm not black enough, so you gonna go on there and call me a mixed race pick me. So ignorant, just so ignorant. I was just like, what is that? Because I said, you wear, and it's your option to wear fake hair and all of that stuff. I just made a post to let you know what you're going to attract. You attract what you are. And if you have on a bunch of fake stuff, more than likely you're going to attract fake people or fake men. You want a real man, but you ain't even real with yourself. You're not even the real you. You out here in these streets and you fake and fictitious. And I said it, and I said what I said, and I meant what I said. And if you don't like it, then change what you're doing, not me. Because if it bothered you, clearly you feel like you fake. Because I know a lot of women who wear a lot of stuff, who are into fashion and different things, and that post would not bother them at all because their intention is pure. And if that post bothered you, it's because your intention is not pure. You are a fake person. Because anybody real would not have been offended. I'm not offended by things that don't pertain to me. I only get offended when it strikes a nerve. I only get offended when it strikes a nerve. And I check myself and I say, why did you get offended? That person wasn't even talking to you. But then I got to go look in the mirror and say, right, a hit dog will holler. And sometimes I could be a hit dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my God. You, this, that, and the other. And they just attacked me. And I just have to thank Dr. Boyce Watkins for sharing that video, because the people, when he shared it, they came on there, yo, talk about the beehive. I was like, oh my God, y'all want to fight me? Just know I'm black. Just know I'm black. Y'all hold on for a second. I got to turn my oven on. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. We in real time. I'm sorry, my food was in the oven. I don't want to burn it. So anyway, that's all I wanted to come on here to say. And to my sisters out here, dress the way you want to be addressed. If you have on provocative clothes and your titties is out and your butt is out and everything is showing, that is the way the man is going to address you. Just think about us. If we see an attractive man and he has on a muscle shirt or some gray sweatpants, we are distracted. Now, if that man wants us to pay attention to him, he has an intention. Okay? When I go out, I have an intention. I know what I'm going to. I know if I'm going to a business meeting with a bunch of men in a room, I need to put on appropriate clothing so that they can focus on what's coming out of my mouth and not what's on my body, because men can see and women can see. I've been to business meetings where a woman walked in inappropriately dressed to me, and I could not pay attention to what she was saying because everything God gave her was hanging out. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm trying to focus on the meeting, but I'm sitting there thinking, like, why did she wear that? Did she not know she was coming to a business meeting with the majority of men, and she wants them to take us serious when she walked in here like this? Yes, you can dress the way you want to dress, but if you want somebody to pay attention to what's coming out of your mouth, professionally, then you have to dress in a professional manner when you come into a boardroom, not like you're going to a bedroom. There's a time and a place for everything, okay? So I know how to dress appropriately when I go to places. When I'm going out to a club, when I'm hanging with my girls, and I'm a single woman, and I'm interested in attention from men, I'm going to dress a certain way to get their attention off of the other women. I'm not foolish or stupid to think that I put this dress on for me because I want me and no, I put the dress on because I want some dudes to look at me. Plain point blank, period. If I go, again, to a brunch with my girls, we all putting on casually chic, fine dresses because we're not trying to gain a certain attention. We want to take cute, flowy pictures. So when people see it, they think of girlfriends. We know exactly what we're doing as women. So for us to act surprised when a man has an inappropriate conversation with us or says something that's not inappropriate, but you say it's inappropriate and you're dressed a certain way, it's really not inappropriate. It's appropriate for the outfit that you have on. He thought, okay, she looking for sex. Ma'am, well, from what the way you dress, I'm sorry, I thought this was something else. My bad. But that's what it is. Men are visual creatures, and every one of us, every grown woman on this planet, stop pretending like you don't know that men are visual creatures. I could dress the way I want to dress, and I could dress the way I want, and he shouldn't have. Okay. Dress the way you want to dress, but understand when somebody approaches you and you think it's wrong, you have the right to dress the way you want to dress, and they have the right to address you the way that they think that you want to be addressed. And I've seen many men apologize to women like, oh, my bad, I didn't mean for it, but I thought, my mother always said, don't dress like a streetwalker. If you want to be treated like a queen, don't go outside dressed like a prostitute if you don't want people to approach you a certain way. So get your whole life together, ladies, and stop being mad when somebody try to tell you something. Nobody's telling you can't dress the way you want to dress. I'm just telling you how you dress is going to get a certain response, and you need to understand that. And whatever the response is that you want, that's what you need to do. Don't go into the boardroom with a bunch of men with everything God gave you sticking out, coming out, and all of that other stuff, and then be mad. And these teachers, y'all go to school and y'all have on these tight clothes and boobs, and y'all get mad and put up these posts. Is it okay for this teacher to dress like that? No, it's not okay for a 7th grade teacher to dress in tight clothes with her boobs and everything showing and her booty showing with 13-year-old boys in the room. I'm sorry to tell you this, because the little boys have little boy eyes and they have hormones and they see titties in the butt just like everybody else. It's not appropriate for a high school teacher to go dressed a certain way, just like it wouldn't be appropriate for a high school man teacher to come into the class with biking shorts on and his penis print showing. It's not appropriate. You should not be in a classroom with boys and girls dressed inappropriately when they are in their years of having hormones. They getting crushes. These little boys can't pay attention to you, ma'am, teacher, professor, when everything is tight, pulled, clean. No, you are dressed the way you want to be addressed. So when these kids start disrespecting you and talking crazy to you, you should understand why. Even our young teachers, because the teachers are young. However, you're going to school to teach. You're not going to the club to attract men. So you're sleeping with these young boys because you're going into the class and they're hitting on you, and you're young. Not as young as them, but you're 25, 26 years old. They 16, 17. So the stretch is not bad. They're just not adults yet. So the way that you walk into that classroom should be in a professional manner. And stop pretending like somebody's picking on you or saying something crazy to you. No, you don't belong in a classroom like that with young men with hormones who can't control themselves yet. They're just learning self-control. You have them in there with an erection. They don't mean to have it, but dang, you got a butt implant, boobs out, tight dress, tight skirt, tight jeans, waist snatched. What do you expect when you walk in a room from people when you dress a certain way? Again, like I said, when women walk into a club, a church, we all have eyes. Not only are the men seeing this and can't focus, neither can we. Anyway, that's my church for the day. If you want to dress grown, take some grown advice. Yes. And I know it's not all about the ladies. No. Where's this going? This is going dress the way you want to be addressed. That's where it's going. If you didn't see the whole thing, go back to the beginning. That's where it's going. People want to complain about men talking to them a certain way. Well, when you're dressed a certain way, you're going to be addressed a certain way because a man is thinking that you want sexual attention when you're drawing him to your sexual parts. If I don't want a man to come at me a certain way, I come dressed a certain way. It's not rocket science, people. It's not that hard. Okay? So don't come in here talking about where's this going. It's going right there. It's not rocket science that you will have people talking to you a certain way if you're dressed a certain way. If you walk into a room and you have on a priest collar, even if I'm not a priest, if I put on some black and put on a priest collar and I walk into Walmart, supermarket, the store, the bar, people are going to address me a certain way. Oh my God, the priest just walked in. Let me pull myself together. Let me act accordingly. Let not no curse words come out of my mouth. So I got to go because I got a meeting at 1. It's 12:56. So I love y'all. Remember what I tell you at the end of all my broadcasts. You deserve the best. Yes, I'm talking to you. You deserve the best. Now go get it. Peace and blessings. And again, listen and learn. Stop coming and listening stuff to just respond. Listen and learn. Take the meat and leave the bones. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Everything don't deserve a response. I don't need your response. You know why? Because I said what I said. Peace.